So my audio was completely ruined on the entire footage. Sorry. So what have we got for today? 2012 Honda Accord Gen 8. Now I don't see many of these on the road for some reason. Don't really know why. I mean, they're not an ugly car. The styling's not to my liking. But that doesn't mean that other people won't like it. This one's a 2-litre 4-cylinder turbo diesel, and it's pretty good from what I found on the drive around. It reminded me a lot of the Mazda 2.2D Sport. And in more ways than one, the way it accelerated, the way the engine sounded through the rev range, and the way the seat layout was. Well, the key was identical to the Civic I looked at recently, and it looks like it was copied straight from Volkswagen. But it's still got its own unique flair. I felt confident driving this thing. Its smoothness, the seating position, everything felt just about right. Cabin noise wasn't loud enough to make me complain, but it also wasn't quiet enough that I would rave about it. Handling and performance were also strong for something in this class. Door cards were quality but not fancy, if you know what I mean. Very bland in its color choice, but it does have leather in the right places, and it does have the appropriate type of switches I would expect. Also, Honda do this on quite a few cars. The bonnet release is clearly labelled and located on the driver's side, for us anyway. The half leather seats were comfortable, supportive, and aesthetically pleasing. The steering wheel is leather coated, premium look and feel, and has probably just the right number of buttons. The dashboard is clear, legible, and stylish. Also very similar to the Mazda 6, but not so similar that they're the same. The center dash screen really reminded me of my Odyssey, only smaller. It's good that it's set back far enough that it's not subject to nasty glare issues. Working our way down the dash, we're exposed to this massive chunky stereo unit with lots of buttons. Again, very Odyssey-like, but at least you could remove these and put in your own aftermarket unit, which is already a huge improvement on the Civic. And down again to the climate control unit, which I really like because it's different than everything I've been seeing of late. Honda seem to want to be neat here. But what they've actually done is created loads and loads of needless complication, in my opinion. Why do they all need separate doors? The small and short gear stick really gives this thing a sporty feel that it probably shouldn't have. However, that's really no bad thing. Most manufacturers really don't care about their handbrake lever, but Honda put in the effort here. The cup holders are practical, but why does the door open to the driver's side? That's kinda annoying, Honda. The center console storage area offers a familiar sight. The usual media interface cables. The only problem is there's not a lot of space. But is the glove box any better? Well, no. Fail. So where do we go from here? Let's take a look at the back door cards. Same problem as the front ones, but still nice enough. Moving on, the interior itself is average. Nothing special going on here, really. You do get an armrest, though, with cup holders that are no good for anything. Alright, the rear of the seats don't match, hard-wearing on one side, pocket on the other. And the back of the center console has no 12-volt sockets, no climate control, no vents, nothing. And to top it off, there's a giant transmission tunnel in your way, too. So it's a saloon. Don't expect good luggage capacity, right? Well, it's okay for a saloon. It's not all bad. Everything went south when I looked underneath to find, yep, tire inflation kit. Lovely. Well, let's balance this out with some more positives. Let's pull the lever for the seat fold and see what happens. Well, unlike most BMWs, we actually have a way to get stuff through. There's no solid bulkhead. And that's definitely a plus. So I guess with even most of my audio being ruined, I can still make a video. The Accord seems to be a really good all-rounder. The only reason I can put down to the fact that these aren't more popular in the UK now is simply because Volkswagen Group seem to rule the roost. For everyone else, there's BMW or Mercedes. For anyone who finds those brands too pretentious, I guess this sort of leaves the humble Accord without a market. In summary, I could really only pick small holes in this thing. It's otherwise perfectly adequate. But maybe that's just it. They just might not be interesting enough. But maybe that's just it. They just might not be interesting enough. Well, a short, sharp video today, just trying a new style. Mainly because my audio was ruined, but never mind. Please feel free to give me some feedback on what you thought of this new style. If it works for some of you, I'll try to make some more of it. But anyway, till next time, look after yourselves.